Good evening and welcome to Gazeley Church. My name's Clive Paine. I expect a lot of you know who I am. I'm a church historian. In my old age I've become Vice President of the Suffolk Historic Churches Trust, Vice President of the Suffolk Institute of Archaeology and History, and Vice President of the Suffolk Record Society, which usually means you've served your term. But we're here to talk about the really important collection of carvings in the roof bosses in the chancel. And I just have to say that the recording and publishing of the Gazeley roof bosses is one of the most exciting projects in Suffolk church history in recent years. There are very few parish churches with wooden roof bosses. Locally, St Mary's in Bury, my own parish church, has nearly 200 carved and painted wooden bosses like us in its chancel ceiling, covering very much the same sort of range of subjects as ours does. Heraldry, human faces, grotesques, animals, birds, the fox chasing the goose and running away with it, angels playing musical instruments or holding Christian symbols. In addition to that sort of list, Gazeley has bosses that depict insects, flowers, domesticated animals such as a horse, sheep, pig, dogs and cats. Many of the stone bosses in cathedrals have been photographed and published, but Gazeley is unique in having a book to illustrate, explain and interpret its wooden bosses. The bosses that make the Gazeley church roof collection, as we can call it, of national importance and significance are the sequence of carvings showing the end of John the Baptist. One begins with John the Baptist pointing to Jesus as the Lamb of God. It then has Salome and Herod, and then, as John has been beheaded, his head on a platter. It's a wonderful mixture of sacred, profane, mythical and natural world images. Amongst the sacred are a wonderful image showing Noah sitting inside the ark and carving the hull of the ark itself. And this, I think, is one of the rarest images in any church roof anywhere, and it's the only one I know of a carpenter actually at work in any Suffolk church. The other really unique images, I think, are the angel playing the organ. There are lots and lots of images, including St Mary's in Bury, where the angel is playing a portative organ. But this is a rare one which shows the actual organ, the bellows that give the air into the organ. Again, something really unusual. And we have another one of a hand holding a bunch of reeds or twigs, and this is to be dipped into holy water, to be flicked backwards and forwards across the congregation, especially at the baptism of new converts at Easter. Amongst the natural world images are those of a fantastically detailed dragonfly, a bat, a red squirrel, a sow suckling its piglets, a bridled horse, and a domestic cat, sometimes with and sometimes without, accompanying mice. This wonderful collection of about 150 bosses are now under threat of damage and decay by water leaking through the roof. Our aim is to repair the roof in order to preserve this unique collection of carvings for the future. The church will apply for grants from the Historic Churches Trust in Suffolk, the Heritage Lottery Fund and other grant-giving bodies. And Simon Johnson's photographs in the book will provide grant-awarding bodies with essential evidence of their national significance and importance.